Okay, Leah, thanks very much for letting me come into your house today. It's nice to see you.
Excuse my dogs.
No, that's okay. That's okay. As you know, I work with people like yourself who have recently had cancer.
Okay.
I'm just came along today to see what kind of needs you've got. You know, anything that we can maybe help you with, and just to get a picture of how your health is in general at the moment. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about how this whole scenario came around where you ended up with cancer.
Yeah, so I mean, probably the usual, you know, you never think you're going to get cancer in your 40s, you just assume people that are 70 get cancer, you know, I didn't think I would get cancer. I mean, I've not had great health for the past year or two, I've had a whole lot of other things that have been, you know, kind of wrong with me, with my stomach, and you know, you just think, it's just part of getting a bit older, you know, getting towards the menopause, you know, I just thought it's just me, but then finds a lump. I'm quite good at going to my doctor, so you know, I've been quite a lot recently. So went along to my doctor, and he said, "Oh, that looks not something to worry about. You know, it'll be fine." Sends me up to the hospital, and they take what they call it with a needle. They take a sample of it, and then 2 days later, I get a phone call and says, "Oh yeah, we found out it's cancer."
Right. Okay. So there was no.
That was it. They told me.
It was just there.
No. I just thought, "Oh, it'll be fine." After I had been to the doctor.
Okay, jinx.
And then you've got cancer, so we want you to come in and we'll do surgery and take the cancer away.
Okay.
And then we'll see if we need to do anything else after that. So.
And that happened fairly recently. That the surgery.
Yeah, it was a bit, you know, with COVID and everything. It was sort of like. They tell you you've got it in January, and then they wait a month or so, and then, you know, so it's because of COVID, everything's been a bit delayed, but yeah, it's just a month ago now I had the operation.
Okay. So have you found your health since the operation? Have you been recovering okay? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I've not, like, I had a wound and it was alright, but it's, you know, it's been a bit sore, but yeah, I've just not felt like doing much. I've kind of, you know, I mean, I suppose that's maybe just the surgery, maybe not a month, maybe it was 6 weeks ago now, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I've just been a wee bit like, but I'm okay physically, I suppose, you know, I've still got all my other health stuff as well, but yeah, I've just been a wee bit kind of like lacking the energy to do stuff, and, you know, things like that.
Okay.
So,
you mentioned other health stuff there, other conditions going on, or?
Yeah, so I've always had a problem with my stomach for maybe 10, 20 years, and you know, when you eat certain things, you feel like it's like acid, I think they call it, you know, the reflux.
So acid reflux.
So they give me tablets for that, and then, but the tablets don't really help that much. So that doesn't make me want to like eat, doesn't make me want to go out and eat with other people and stuff, and because I always feel sick, and then I'm always running to the toilet as well after I've eaten. And then obviously like the headaches as well, so I get bad migraines, so that floors me, you know, a day a month as well. So I've had that, and then all these things, and then all this talk of COVID. Obviously I've not had COVID myself, but you know, I'm a bit concerned about all my health things, the cancer, the stomach things. You know, if I get COVID, you know, it might finish me off. So I'm trying to avoid it.
So have you been taking any new medication as a result of this?
Of the cancer.
Of the cancer recently,
No, they are going to put me on some hormone stuff, I think.
Okay.
They said they would put me on some hormone stuff. They said I didn't need any more radiotherapy stuff or anything like that.
Okay.
The pills they were going to give me should be okay for just now.
And do you know if you've got any follow-up appointments looking at all?
Yeah, I think they said I actually missed one I was supposed to go to last week. But I couldn't face getting out of the house, so I didn't go to that one. But they've rescheduled it, I think, for a fortnight's time.
Okay.
I'm supposed to go to that in a fortnight. So.
Okay. And you mentioned your stomach issues and your migraines. Have you taken any medication for them long time?
Yeah. I've been on stuff for the stomach, the acid reflux pills. I've been on that for 10 years now.
Okay.
And the migraines. They give me some things that if you take them soon enough, then it really helps. But I don't always manage to get them. Sometimes I've run out. So yeah, I've got pills that can help with the migraines if I can take them properly.
Okay.
Yeah, so that helps.
And the migraines are sort of once a month-ish?
Yeah, they're about once a month, something like
that. Okay. So you've got all these various health issues going on, and you said also that you're worried about COVID, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just more so since the cancer. But a wee bit before that, I try not to go out much, because I'm worried that I'll get COVID, you know. And also, sometimes I'll see my mother, who's oh, she's in her late 70s now, so I'm worried that I might give her COVID, and that that might finish her off. So that would be really terrible to have got COVID and then giving it to her. So I try and keep away from people as much as possible.
Okay.
To not get COVID myself or give it to her. So.
Okay. And were you worried about this before your cancer diagnosis?
Yeah, I think the cancer's probably made it worse because it's made me realise, that even in my 40s, bad things happen. So, it's made me kind of like a bit more worried, and also it's all out there now. Everybody's got it. They see that, they say, oh yeah, take off your masks, but the rates are going up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to avoid places.
Okay. And you say that you don't go out much. What does your normal week look like in terms of leaving the house and things? What's the kind of normal pattern at the moment?
I mean, if I run out of shopping, I'll try and get them to deliver it. If I can get a slot, I'll get them delivering it. But then that's quite expensive, so that kind of, I try not to do that. So I'll try and get stuff from the corner shop mostly, to top up. Because if you go to the corner shop, you're only seeing the one person. So I'll kind of walk just down the road, down to the shop, pick up some bits and pieces, or the Spar, maybe a wee bit further down. And then I'll pick up some bits and pieces, and that'll try and do me. So I'll try and only do that once a week at the most. I'll try and not,
Okay.
go out too much.
And what about anything else? Are you out for any other reason during the week at the
Well,
moment?
as I say, I see my mother sometimes, so I'll maybe see her once, maybe a fortnight, something like that. I'll see her and see how she's keeping. She's not very well. She doesn't leave the house much, either. So she's not well.
Okay.
So I'll go and see her, check she's okay. She's got the carers that come in though, so they come in and help her. So I'll go and pop down and see her. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, I can't think the last time I went out.
Okay. What about these dogs? Do you walk dogs at all?
Well, I let them out in the garden. See, I've got a good bit of green there. So I mean, they're out in the garden running around quite a lot in the back green. The neighbours don't go out there at all, so I don't need to see them. And sometimes at night I'll take them out. Sometimes if it's late at night, actually I'll give them a wee walk. That wee one especially, because she's a bit boisterous.
Okay.
But the big one doesn't really need walks. She doesn't like walking. She's just a little toad.
So she's quite happy.
So yeah, she's just happy out in the back garden, potting around.
Okay.
So as long as I keep it clean, the neighbours don't mind.
Okay. And so is that a pattern since you've had the operation, or since COVID started, or a long-term pattern in terms of maybe going out sort of once a week for
I would say it's
shopping?
probably got worse since the cancer, but I wasn't going out much during COVID. I was, the bit where they locked us down and you couldn't see a soul, so I didn't see anybody. I'm not into this newfangled stuff they do on the internet to see people, so I don't really see people on. I'll phone people. I'll phone my mother and stuff, and I've got a friend who I used to go out and go on holiday with sometimes, but I would maybe give her a phone, and I would maybe see her once a month or something during COVID. But I've not seen her since the cancer, actually, because I'm a wee bit worried. She's out and about and mixing with people, which I don't like the thought of, and she won't stop it. So.
Is she aware that you've got cancer? Is she?
Yeah, I told her. I gave her a call and told her I had cancer, but yeah, I've not seen her since. So.
And is there anybody else that you socialise with at all?
I'll see the neighbours. I'll sometimes see them.
Neighbours,
sometimes I don't go out of my way to see them, but I'll if I see them, if they're out in the back garden hanging out their washing, I'll chat to them and stuff, or so we'll see each other in the street maybe, or that kind of thing. But we wouldn't go out to for a coffee together or to the pub or anything. We would just I'll see them in passing. So.
And you live in this flat, which is obviously one up.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So you see neighbours around the block. And
see people around in the blocks. They're coming and going all the time. Some of them have got kids upstairs, I think. So you sometimes see the kids coming and going. But
and what are your neighbours like? What's the neighbourhood like?
It's all right. I mean, it's one of these places that people say, "Oh, I wouldn't like to live there," but the neighbours are fine. There's one person up the stairs that I wouldn't like to meet on my own in the corridor. Because in the stairs, I think they've probably got a bit of a drink problem and stuff, and I'd be a wee bit, an older guy, I'd be a wee bit nervous of meeting him, by myself. But the one with kids, just a single mum with a couple of kids up there, and then there's an older lady down there. So they're all right. But I know the area's not the best place, but. It's not safe. It wouldn't be safe if I'm taking her out at night. I don't go far because you don't know. Yeah, you don't know who you're going to meet if you're out a bit further. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so are you just here by yourself then? Or
Yeah.
Just in terms of what you do during the day, how do you spend your time? What's the things that you spend time during the day?
I watch a fair bit of TV. I mean, I'm not a good sleeper at night.
Okay.
So I find it quite hard to fall asleep. So by the time I fall asleep, and by the time I get up, it's probably about 10 o'clock by the time I'm getting up in the morning.
Okay. Is that fairly consistent throughout the week? Or is
Yeah, that's pretty much most
Okay.
days.
Do you work at all?
No, I used to work, but then various things with my health and my mother not being well and everything, so I've not worked for a while.
What did you do when you did work?
I did some administration for just a company down the road actually. Yeah, it was
Okay.
just
Did you enjoy that? Was that something?
I liked the social aspect. Seeing people was nice. I only worked part time, but yeah, I quite enjoyed that. It was great, but it was getting a bit much. Just every day not being so well, and yeah, it was all a bit much for me. So yeah, I've not done that for a while.
Okay. And just yourself, no kids?
No, not getting any kids.
Yep.
No.
And no partner, just by yourself?
Not at the moment. No.
Right, okay. What's you mentioned there your sleep that you
Yes,
mentioned?
yeah.
Sleep great. Tell me a little bit more about that. Is there anything more you can say?
Yeah, I find it hard to drop off at night. It's probably often 2, 3 in the morning before I'm sleeping. Sometimes I'm watching the telly at night. Just because I can't sleep, so I'll just put something on and watch the junk that's on at that time of night.
Yeah.
And then I'll drop off at 2 or 3 in
Okay.
the morning, and then I'll get up at 10 normally ish.
Okay. And that's your kind of normal sort of pattern then.
Yeah.
Okay. What about alcohol? Do you drink alcohol at all, or are you?
A bit, yeah. Not. I mean, I go through phases where I'm drinking a bit more, and then obviously they tell you it's not good, especially when you get cancer. They tell you alcohol's not good for you. So yeah, I've been trying to not drink so much. So I'll always have a couple of bottles of wine in my in my house, but I'll try and it gives you a wee kick sometimes, if you're not feeling just a nice drink when you're watching the telly at night. But
Think roughly what your sort of weekly pattern would be if such a thing exists.
probably couples of bottles.
Okay, over the course of a week.
Yeah. something
Okay.
like that.
And is that wine that you're drinking, or is it something else? Or
It's wine normally, just
wine only?
cheapest whatever's on offer.
Just whether you can get it. Okay. And do you take anything else? Do you smoke at all, or do you take any illegal drugs? Or
Yeah, I've not illegal drugs, not me, I've never done that. I do smoke. I've cut down again because obviously they tell you with cancer and COVID and things that smoking's the worst possible thing for you. So I'm probably just smoking about 10 a day now. Hope you can't smell it in the house. It's getting better since I used to smoke maybe 20, 30 a day, but
Right, okay.
I've tried to cut it
so you've
down.
cut down a good bit. Okay.
So I'm quite proud of that.
Yeah, it's been well done, yeah.
I'm quite pleased with that.
And so what's your eating habits like then? What's your kind of normal sort of menu look like for a day?
I mean, I don't bother with breakfast because I'm up so late.
Okay.
And then middle of the day, I'll maybe make myself up a wee tin of soup or something like that, and have a tin of soup. And I'm quite a fan of chocolate, so I'll just have some chocolate bars, something like that. And then at dinner, I get these wee, microwave meals you get in, so I'll have some microwave meals. And then, supper, I'll probably eat some crisps when I'm drinking
Right, okay.
a glass of wine. I'll probably have some crisps and stuff. So mostly stuff you can get from the Spar, that kind of the stuff I can pick up quite locally and
Stuff
quite,
you can get
quite
locally.
easily. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my kind of me. I'm not very adventurous with any of this newfangled food.
Yeah, you just like to keep it
I
as simple.
Keep it just simple, same kind of stuff most days.
Okay, fair enough. How would you say your mental health is? Is there anything that you worry about a lot, or do you ever feel really anxious or really sad? Or?
Yeah, I've definitely felt a bit down since the cancer. I suppose you worry you're going to die, don't you, when you get cancer? That's your big thing. So yeah, I've not felt so good since that. Yeah, I worry a lot about that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't do much, with my life. Sometimes I feel a wee bit kind of like maybe I should get a job, or maybe my health could be better. Or,
Okay. So some things that you like to maybe.
yeah, I just feel like just a bit kind of, it's always been the same. It'd be nice to just maybe get out a wee bit more, even see people a wee bit more. Be
So
nice.
what would that look like? Any ideas? What you would? What a difference?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, places, they say that, you can go out to join clubs and you can meet people and, maybe meet a partner again, that'd be nice, maybe that kind of, meeting somebody again, or quite like, but then I don't really know where to, where do you find these things exactly, I'm not great at going out and introducing myself to a new group of people. I mean, that would be a you know,
Mhm.
out with what I like to do. It's a bit too much. So maybe somewhere I could meet people.
Okay.
You know, I'd like to do that, but you just can't be bothered, can you? In a normal day, it's just a bit much to
Trying to fit everything can be
to
difficult
do it.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I think that's pretty much covered everything. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you want to ask about?
No, I think that's all. If there's anything, if there's stuff for helping people like me that have had, you know, cancer and who've maybe got other health stuff going on, if there's things that can help, you know,
Okay.
yeah, that would be. If there's anything that the I don't know, the government give you or do or stuff, then you know, I think that would be good to know about something. But yeah, I think
Okay.
that's all.
Cool. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well done.